Now let's hear from the Chairman, Higher Education Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Professor Dr. Naiz Ahmad Akhtar Sahab.
Thank you very much, Professor Abdurrahman Chaudhry, for providing us this opportunity to say a few words with the youth. Thanks to Professor Sumaira for putting so much effort on the Entrepreneur Gala. Thanks, Mia Amir Mambusa, for participating in this event and gracing the occasion. Excellency State Minister Wajiha Kamar Sahiba, thanks for all the time supporting the higher education sector in Pakistan. My friend Consul General Stetson, thanks a lot for having a words of exchange with my youth. Miss Ina, German Ambassador, Excellency, thank you very much for participating in this great event. The prime purpose of the institution is to educate, create the knowledge, transfer the knowledge. This is the prime purpose of the institution. And here most of the students and the academic leaders who are participating in this great event, the creativity, innovation, more than 90% it is coming from the higher education sector. Therefore, you are not only the academic leader, you are also leader in research as well as in the innovation. This is the prime purpose of any of the institution established anywhere in the globe. Therefore, it is, when I say it is the prime purpose to have the innovation and creativity, therefore what type of research is coming and how much it is applicable to the industrial sector and in the socio-economic development of the country. Therefore, this gap, when you are doing a how much is the impact on the industry and the society. Therefore, a lot of effort has been made, as very rightly said by Professor Sumaira Rahman, that about thousands of the projects she received and only 100 have been shortlisted. Therefore, surely these will have the impact on the national economy as well as in the socio-economic development of the country. At the moment, in Higher Education Commission, for the higher education institutions, this is our top priority at the moment. Productive employability. The product we are producing, we are giving to the market, how much it has got the impact on the national economy. Therefore, it is, I consider as a chairman Higher Education Commission, that the product which we are producing, it is saleable, it is intellectuals, and they are putting a lot of impact on the society. For that reason, we have approved number of new policies and schemes through which our youth can get the benefit. One is about the entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, where billions of rupees have been allocated. The same is yes scholarship for the US education system. So again, hundreds of the scholarships are there. Therefore, you can get the benefit. This is not only when you are graduating from any of the institution, you should not be looking only for the job. You can become the employer. You can become the entrepreneur. You can also, of course, you can join any of the organization in the service sector or the manufacturing sector. But in Pakistan, lot of opportunities are available for the youth. Lot of potential is there. I can recall, I think 2-3 weeks back, when Miss Ina and the European Commission state countries were there, and we were awarding the scholarship. And I was told, I am very pleased to share with you, that maximum number of scholarships at the global, at the international level through competition, that came to the Pakistani youth. And it was for the last 5 years. It was not only this year, for the last 5 years. This is Erasmus scholarship. Number of scholarship that is from the European Commission, whereas the other scholarships, for example, thanks to again Her Excellency Ina, they have allocated number of scholarships for the Pakistani youth under DART scholarships. We have also number of scholarships through overseas scholarships. Therefore, the potential, the opportunities which are available for the Pakistani youth, and I think I have number of examples. I gave you one example about European Union scholarships, how my youth is contributing and competing at the international level. But at the same time, I have several examples. For example, Stetson this year, 1,050 medical doctors, they have got the matching with the MSLE. Therefore, this is the highest number of Pakistani doctors who are competing at the international level for the health sector in the US side. Therefore, the quality of education which my institution are contributing, I think it is second to none. Yes, when we are talking, with my due apology to my colleagues, my friends from the US side or from any other country, when we are saying thousands of the universities are there in US side, and we can name hundreds or more than 100 perhaps, those are internationally top ranked. I have a good number of institutions in Pakistan where these institutions are competing at the global level. They are internationally ranked, and they are educating and grooming my youth in the country. Therefore, we are trying our level best through our higher education system that we should provide the quality education, quality research, number of scholarships for our youth. Thanks to my government for providing such a great opportunity for the youth in terms of employment, in terms of entrepreneur, in terms of scholarships. Therefore, if I gave you another example, since I belong to academia, if any of Pakistani who has got PhD from the developed world and comes back to Pakistan, immediately they will be taken as assistant professor in the institution, in the higher education institutions. Whereas, if you are competing with the developed world, you must have 3 to 4 postdoctorate fellowships, and then you can compete and you can become the lecturer in those developed universities. Therefore, you can feel how much opportunities are available for the Pakistani youth in Pakistan. This is the government figure which I am sharing with you. This year, $5.7 billion have been earned by Pakistani youth through digital economy. From where this amount has come, this remittance has come, again, this is from the university graduates, from my youth. Therefore, again, this is 5.7 billion figure I have shared with you, but I think your potential is more than that. Therefore, please compete at the international level, and you have the potential, you have got the opportunities. Yes, 2-3 things which matter, I must say. One is you must have the relevant knowledge. If you have the knowledge and you have the capacity to translate that knowledge, then you have got, it means you have got the skill. And my third point, all the time, which I advocate, that is your ethics, your moral values, your attitude, your behavior. Your behavior. Therefore, this third component is very important. If you are studying computer science or IT, and your theoretical marks are 80%, whereas your practical marks are 90%, your average is in that subject is 85%. But the attitude and the ethics, that is multiplied. If your attitude is weak, your CGPA with 3.8, 3.7 multiplied with 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, your attitude, you should be strong in your moral values, rich in your ethics. And the last point which I would like to share, that our institutions, I will share that few of my students, they got migration from Pakistani universities to MIT, to the top institutions in the world. Therefore, I think work very hard. This is the only option, and lot of opportunities are available for all of you. Thank you very much again, Professor Abdurrahman Chaudhry, Sumaira Rahman, and Honorable My Excellencies who have participated and graced this great event. Thank you very much. Thank you.